If you're a man over 50, this might be the most important health video you see today. There are 5 early signs that your prostate may be in trouble, and most men miss them. But what if spotting them just a little earlier could change everything? What if the fatigue you're feeling isn't just getting older, or the nightly trips to the bathroom aren't just something you deal with? What if it's your body whispering before it screams? Today, you're going to find out exactly what those signs are, and more importantly, what you can do right now to protect your prostate before it's too late. Comment below and tell us the city you're watching from. We love knowing where our health champions are tuning in. Let's start with something subtle. You're sleeping through the night, but lately you're waking up once, then twice, then 3 times to pee. You tell yourself it's just because you had more water before bed, but it keeps happening. The truth? That's not normal aging. That could be your prostate swelling, pressing against your bladder and sending constant false alarms to your brain. The medical term is nocturia, and it's one of the earliest and most overlooked signs of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. And here's the chilling part. Over 50% of men over 60 already have it. By age 80, it's closer to 90%. But it doesn't have to go that far. Now here's something most men never link to their prostate: a weaker stream. Imagine turning on a hose that once shot water across the yard, and now it barely makes it past your boots. Slower flow, dribbling, or feeling like you're not emptying completely. These are all red flags. And yes, they usually creep in slowly. You might even laugh about it with friends. But here's the question. If your heart showed early signs of failure, would you laugh it off? So why do we dismiss the prostate? Let's ramp this up. Have you ever felt lower back pain or discomfort in your pelvic area and just chalked it up to sitting too much? Or maybe you feel pressure when you sit down, or slight pain when you move. Many men assume it's muscular or just old age creeping in. But in reality, this kind of pain, especially dull or constant, can be linked to inflammation of the prostate. And that inflammation doesn't just make you uncomfortable. It can interfere with urinary function, sexual health, and, in chronic cases, contribute to long-term tissue damage. Which brings us to the 4th sign, and it's the one most guys never, ever talk about: a sudden dip in sexual performance. Not just libido, but function. Trouble maintaining an erection, reduced volume, or changes in ejaculation. All of these can be tied to prostate issues. The gland plays a major role in your reproductive system after all, but because of the stigma, many men feel embarrassed to say anything, even to their doctors. The tragedy? These early signs are the exact window when action is most effective. And finally, perhaps the most deceptive sign of all: fatigue. That bone-deep exhaustion that makes you feel 10 years older than you are. You might blame it on work, stress, poor sleep, or just being busy, but when the prostate is inflamed, or when it's affecting your sleep quality night after night, it begins to wear down your overall energy. Your body is spending resources fighting something, and over time, that takes a toll. This is not just in your head, it's happening in your cells. Now you might be thinking, okay, I recognize 1 or 2 of these, but what can I do about it? That's the key. You don't have to wait for a serious diagnosis to start protecting your prostate. In fact, the earlier you act, the better your chances of keeping it healthy for decades. Start by looking at your diet. Reducing saturated fats and processed sugar has been shown to reduce prostate inflammation. Instead, go for more tomatoes, rich in lycopene, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, and healthy fats from nuts and seeds. Hydrate regularly, but monitor how your body handles fluid timing, especially in the evening. Then, think about your movement. Regular physical activity helps regulate hormones and reduces inflammation across the board. Even a brisk 30-minute walk 5 times a week has measurable effects on prostate health. And don't underestimate the impact of a good night's sleep, uninterrupted. If you're getting up to urinate frequently, that's your signal to take action, not just another night of broken rest. Also, and this is vital, talk to your doctor about a PSA test. Yes, it's just a number, and yes, it has its limitations, but when combined with other signs, it can offer critical insight into what's happening beneath the surface. Don't wait until you're in pain. Don't wait until it's a problem you can't ignore. The whole point of early signs is to act early. You deserve to live your best years with clarity, comfort, and confidence. Prostate health isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about protecting your quality of life. It's about saying yes to the activities you love, the intimacy you deserve, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're in control of your health. not the other way around. And if you're still with me, you're already doing more for your prostate than most men ever will. Now imagine how much more you'll learn in the next video, the one right there on your screen that's going to take this even further. Tap it now, and let's keep this momentum going. Your future self will thank you.